Woo! Here we are.
Hi, everybody. How is everybody doing? It's Wednesday, right?
It is Wednesday. It's hump day. Y'all, I don't know what you're... Well, we have a script.
Yes.
But Marion and I both were just saying, we didn't sleep where the hill of beans last night.
No, and it's already dark outside.
And it's dark, and that's messing with me big time.
Yes, it is.
I do not like time change.
Me neither. And I don't know. That every year I have such a hard time with it.
We all do. It's horrible. Like, I feel like the day is done because it's dark outside.
Yes.
But hello, it's only 6
o'clock and it's pitch black out there.
Yeah. I've heard that Texas... Okay, this is what I looked up.
Okay.
Texas voted to not do it anymore.
Yes. Well, when?
Get this craziness. Congress has to approve it.
Okay.
Does anybody know how the time change would affect, like,
the economy?
the nation? That Congress needs to say whether Texas can do away with it or not?
I don't know.
I say we all just undo it.
No, run out. No time.
We can get everybody to not do it.
We show up when we show up.
We'd be
Yes,
okay. I don't like it at all. So I hope you guys are doing better with it than we are.
Yeah, because it's been, I don't know what's going on.
It's because it's dark. I'm solar powered.
Yes, I know. Me too. So it's like the drive out here just now. It was like
long
and longer and longer, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything what I had scheduled after this
Canceled it.
Might go. I'm gonna put my butt on the couch.
Good for you. I've got a list, y'all. I leave in I have 4 sleeps. Because you can't really say it's 4 days. I have 4 sleeps until we leave for Paris.
Yes.
And I have a list of ridiculous things that I feel like I need to get done before I leave.
Okay.
You know, one of them's packing.
Well, this is kind of a necessity.
The packing part,
yes.
Yeah, is kind of a necessity. I need more than the clothes that I'm wearing onto the airplane.
Yes,
so I'm trying on pants because who's worn jeans or pants since
last year?
May?
Yeah, beginning
May when I went on on the Alaska cruise.
Yes,
it's probably
so
some of the last times I've worn jeans or pants.
Yes.
So I'm having to try them on to make sure they fit. Welcome to menopause.
Yes. Well, people.
Anyway, hello.
Welcome to Shine with Marion and Angie, where we teach moms how to overcome their guilt of self-care in a way that is honoring to God and themselves so they can give from their abundance.
And our inspirational verse is love your neighbor as you love yourself, because you can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself first.
Exactly. So tune in each week as we dig into what it means to love yourself and learn how to be the best you. And me and her. And today, stop scrolling while you're watching this because we have
got some good stuff.
We have some good stuff. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. I'm learning so much.
Yes.
I said to somebody, since we have started this, I have been in the Word more than ever any other time in my life.
Yes, it is. I like I'm not a research person. I don't like to look up stuff, but I like to connect things. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Marion's reading a book.
Yes,
that connected to what I wanted to, what I was inspired for this week's topic.
Yes,
and I love it when God does that.
Yes, exactly.
So y'all, one of our mottos: self-care is more than a bubble bath.
Exactly.
And I really wanted a bubble bath.
Yeah.
But hello, I'm still on water restrictions, so
you can't do that.
Do I do laundry?
Or a bath.
Or do I take a bath? Oh, I could take a bath and then throw my laundry.
You can scrub while you lay there.
Yes. John, if you're watching this, go get Luke's comforter off the
front porch.
No, that's something else.
Okay.
Off the pool deck.
Oh.
We're gonna put it out there to dry.
Okay.
Housekeeping. Because I'm coming home to a house full of people.
Yes.
So I want all the beds to be clean and all those, these rooms to be clean.
What's in the back of your head, what needs to be taken care of before you go.
Yes.
So you can,
So I can come home and not have to scramble and do all that. I don't even think I'm going to have time to scramble. I think they're going to be here about the time we get here.
It's going to be good.
Anyway, we have the marvelous, magnificent Miss Marion, mom to 2 young men and wearer of multiple hats. She's getting much better with having fewer hats
and resting and relaxing.
But she has more relationships in your life now.
Yes.
So those are different hats to wear.
Yes.
She has learned over the years how to lean on Christ as she has raised these two young men.
Yes. And then here we have Angie, along with her husband John, who is taking the comforter off the pool deck right now.
I hope.
They've been together more than 30 years, and with Christ leading, they have raised and homeschooled 3 boys into adulthood.
Yep.
And now Angie is becoming a doula.
I am.
And she is enjoying the empty nest because she gets to travel with her husband when he
Spur
goes on work trips.
of the
moment.
Yeah, because this was definitely not a planned trip.
So this is awesome.
Which makes
she gets to do this.
I know, but it makes it a little stressful.
Oh, I can believe that. I believe that. So before we dive in today, well, let's do a little bit self-care.
Roll the shoulders, girls.
Roll those
up and back. Up. And I understand we have some guys that watch us too.
Yes. Okay. And
roll them forward. And then lift up. Oh my gosh, I needed that. And then if that tongue is stuck to the roof of your mouth, drop it.
Exactly.
So that feel that stress just go away. Oh, it's awesome.
It does. It
Crazy how that does.
Okay.
So
chit chats.
Travel plans. I leave in 4 days.
Yes.
I'm headed to Paris. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I can't wait to see, because it's been 20 years since I've been there.
I know.
So it's been a long time.
I'm super excited. We found an app. I've mapped out, put all of my points on there of places that I think I want to see. So I can kind of go in one area, I think.
Yes.
Is kind of my plan. And I'm going to go to the museum. I'm probably not going to say this right. Museum d'Orsay. I'm going to go to the Louvre, but I'm going to go to the museum. This is what I'm more excited about. Museum d'Orsay, O-R-S-A-Y in French. And that's where they have a lot of the impressionistic art. And they have a Van Gogh exhibit.
Oh.
And I believe the Starry Night is there, yeah.
Yes. Oh, gosh.
And there's a whole bunch of Monet paintings, originals there as well. And I had to take 2 semesters of art history in college.
Yeah.
And the impressionistic art, I just always thought was so beautiful.
And now you get to see it all live.
In person, the real stuff. Not a print, not in a book.
Yes.
So
that's
I
exciting.
might cry. That's exciting. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, so, and also it's end of the year, so our schedule is getting with the holidays busy. So we're in November now.
We are.
We have
one live in December.
One live in December, and then we will be back in January.
I think it's the first Wednesday of December.
Yes, I think so.
I think it's the first Wednesday of December, and then we will be off the air until after the New Year.
Yes,
to enjoy our families and
because they're coming and going, our boys. Yeah. And because mine comes.
Yay!
So yes.
Yay! Yeah. So and I'm going, and they're coming, and so it's just going to be a little crazy.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving dinner. Are you guys ready? Do you have your menus planned? Do you have your food organized?
No.
Marion's going to come to our house.
Yes, so I don't have to worry about it.
Germany doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. Imagine that.
Yeah, so we are not, so it's not a big traditional holiday for me. So I just go to places.
I'm excited. We have certain dishes that our family expects.
Yes.
So it kind of makes that easy.
Yes.
Because you don't have to be creative and think of a whole new menu.
No, it just has to, that's what it is.
I just got to figure out when I'm going to grocery shop for it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do an HEB pickup.
Yeah. I know.
I think I'm going to, when I'm in the airport or on a plane or something, load my cart.
That sounds...
Use that time, that 9 hours on the airplane.
Yes.
Overnight.
Oh, you will sleep.
Speak that into existence for me, please. If y'all are watching, speak. Angie sleeps on the flight.
Yes, you will sleep.
Please. Because it's an overnight thingy.
You will sleep.
Which is awesome. So, I have a little Bible trivia that I came into.
Yes.
When I was studying for this week. And, so, the Dead Sea... Y'all know the Dead Sea, it's filled with salt, right? It's very salty, you float, you're very buoyant in the Dead Sea because it's so much salt in it.
Yes.
So what I learned was that they believe that Sodom and Gomorrah are located where the Dead Sea is. They were located where the Dead Sea was. Lot's wife, she turned back when they were leaving, and she was turned to a pillar of salt.
Yes, and that's just amazing.
So is that why the Dead Sea is so salty?
It could be. It will be interesting to,
How would they know? I don't know how they would know, but I just was like, ooh, what a coincidence.
Exactly.
And there really are no coincidences in the Bible.
No, there is not.
I thought that was a neat little piece of trivia and putting together.
Because the book I have been reading about, where it brought up this ambassador, it also talks about Lot's wife. I mean, this is a book about her, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Lisa, I love that you guys
Yes.
do that for Thanksgiving.
Yes, we used to do that in the military. We used to do that when we were.
We try and invite extra people, and there's always more food. I always make more food, or we always end up with more food than what we need. I'm always worried there's not going to be enough, but then there's always more, and we have plenty of leftovers. So that's the fun of Thanksgiving, though, is the leftovers.
Yes, it is. So let's get into our I am message for this week. Okay.
Because we're pulling this all together. Y'all hold on, because we're kind of here, and we're going to bring it all together hopefully at the end, and it's going to make sense.
Yes. Okay. So our I am message is, I'm an ambassador for Christ.
Yes. 2 Corinthians 5:20, where it says, now then, we are ambassadors for Christ, as though God were pleading through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf to be reconciled to God. An ambassador.
Yes.
Mary, what does your book say about being an ambassador?
Being an ambassador, I don't know if you guys, it just explains about the ambassador. You are in a different world, in a different country, and you're representing your own country. But you are helping and working things together. So with us, we are bound to go to heaven. We are bound to be with Christ. We are Christ's children. And however, we are here on earth. So we need to reflect where we actually going to, where we come from.
Yep.
So,
yeah. So we're going to pull this all together.
Yes.
Because my inspiration this week was being an encourager.
Yes.
So during the live last week, which if you didn't catch that, you can rewatch it on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Which is
Shine with Marian and Angie.
So if you missed it, hop over there and watch it so that this will all kind of make sense.
Yes.
You might even want to go back and watch the one that Angela Everett was our guest on.
Yes.
Because we're pulling some of what she talked about into this as well. So we talked about gratitude last week as a means of self-care.
And it sounds kind of weird that being grateful has something to do with self-care, but
it's a reset. It's a big reset.
Yes,
so count those things for which we are thankful brings joy to our hearts.
Yeah.
When you think about the things that you're grateful for, you should smile about them.
Exactly.
I mean, I think of the blessings that I count at night. I should have been counting more of them last night. Maybe I would have slept better.
Yes.
It brings a smile to my face.
Exactly. And did you know the word gratitude is used in the Bible 157 times?
Yep.
So just a bit of Bible trivia again for you. So I don't think
it's not trivial that God uses gratitude that many times.
No.
So while studying for this week's live, I found this. This is kind of neat. Gratitude in the Bible means extending favor towards or giving grace and kindness as a response. And if we go back to the Bible's original language, the Greek word, which I can't pronounce what this is. Okay, Marian just read it. Yay.
Sapiti.
Oh, I forgot. Anyway, refers to the quality of showing appreciation and kindness.
Yes. And this is a contrast on how in Webster, Merriam-Webster defines gratitude, which is more of a thankfulness for a personal benefit, such as being thankful for something that happened to you. For example, saying thank you doesn't automatically mean that you're actually grateful. You ever thought about that? It's deep, kind of,
You might be saying thank you just as a way of being polite, whereas thankfulness genuinely acknowledges the efforts of the other person.
Yes.
Meanwhile, back to the Bible, biblical gratitude is an approach to doing something, sustenance that strengthens you, and the intention behind your actions. That's big, guys. The intention behind your actions.
So gratitude is a positive response to experience God's goodness and His grace.
In other words, once you realize that God is working in your life, you'll show gratefulness in how you live.
Yes. So
it's an action. It's not.
No.
It's not just a thought or a mental process.
No.
This is there's a physical action in all of this.
Exactly. So in this physical action, so it brings us to this week's topics about how serving others by being encouragers, being ambassadors, showing Christ's love to others.
Yep. A few weeks ago, Angela Everett was our guest, and she shared how Christ practiced self-care, and that it was biblical. And one of the things that he prioritized his time was in service, serving others.
Yes. I'm big in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of Marion's, I think, love languages even.
Yes.
Acts of service.
Yes. Yes. I like to give it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Being an encourager to others is a way of serving them.
Yes. So what does being an encourager have to do with being an ambassador for Christ? So an ambassador, like we said earlier, is a representative for a cause, a country, and an organization. Mm-hmm. So people look at those proclaiming to be followers of Christ as an example of him. So we represent Christ.
Mm-hmm. And a representative.
Yes, as an ambassador. An ambassador speaks for what and whom they represent. Mm-hmm. So it spills out of us.
And as ambassadors for Christ, we speak and act on his behalf with the authority given to us from the Great Commission. Yes.
And I always have believed that that it is a lifestyle.
Evangelism.
I can't say that word.
I can't say it if I say it slow. Evangelism.
Yes.
Living your life out in a way that shows the love of Christ and speaks
the word of love of Christ.
Yes.
Yes. Encouraging others with your words is a way of being an ambassador of Christ. Mm-hmm. So it shows his love and it costs us nothing. Literally.
Nothing.
It's for free.
It's free.
Just a couple minutes of our time.
And who's not about free these days?
Exactly.
So a sweet friend of mine started sending me these really beautiful memes in the morning and the evening. And I found myself really looking forward to them. Just a fantastic way to start, a sweet way to start the day and then to end it. And when I shared my appreciation for her, she told me that her grandma's best friend has done this for her morning and night for years. And she herself looks forward to them. And she realized how much joy they bring her. So she has started doing that as well. And what a blessing those little words of encouragement are for me in the morning and at night. And it's knowing, for me, it's knowing that someone is thinking of me.
Exactly. And the thing is, and when you get those messages randomly, it's not like just people call you because they need something. They generally think about you when they send you words of gratitude.
Yep. So, what are some ways that we can be ambassadors of Christ as encouragers?
So then the Bible comes in again. In Ephesians 4:29, it says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen."
So encouraging.
Yes.
Encouraging words, uplifting words.
Yes.
And then again in 1 Thessalonians 5:11 is another favorite of mine. It says, "Therefore encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing."
Yes. So how does it look in your life? What are you doing in this?
Or how?
Yes. If you think of a friend, send them a quick message.
Send them a quick little note, even a fun little meme or something to let them know.
Yes.
Because God gave you that thought of them for a purpose and for a reason. They probably need that little bit of encouragement or a big encouragement at that very moment, because lives are crazy. There's all kinds of stuff happening at all different times of the day. I mean, those with littles, those with bigs, those with none, those with empty nests, in jobs and relationships and just there's stuff.
I know. And I'm telling you right now, if you go out and take that minute, that second, that 5 seconds out of your day, you benefit from it too.
This brings to mind, I was at HEB in line, and there's a gentleman that works there that he has worked there for as long as I have lived here in Texas.
Yes.
He brings in the carts.
Oh, he's awesome.
Bags. Yes, he bags.
Awesome.
I think his name is Scott.
Yes.
He bags. He was working the register that day, and I just realized, wow, he's been here for a long time. So as I was checking out, asked him, saw his name tag and used his name, and how long have you been working here? And he told me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a really long time. You must be really good at what you do. Mm-hmm. And he just smiled. I'd never seen this man smile before. He smiled, and his whole demeanor became soft.
Yeah.
And just friendly.
Yes.
He's very serious. He's a hard worker.
He is.
Yeah. So, and it just brought joy to my heart to see him smile.
Yes. I know, and it makes you happy on the end.
It was, and I walked out of there feeling better.
Yes.
And Yes.
Yes. So we all benefit from being encouraged, basically. I don't know where we are.
We went off script.
We went off script. Oh, there comes something else.
Take notice and recognize the efforts and accomplishments of others.
Yes.
Tell them they're doing a great job.
Yes.
Tell them they look good. You know, even if you just smile at a stranger,
it changes.
It changes how they feel for the rest of their day.
Exactly.
Ah.
There comes more.
There's another page.
There comes another page.
So you never know what's happening in a person's life.
Yes. And we hear this over and over and over again. Exactly. But it really means that there is a process in bringing joy and fulfillment that to yourself that's deep down is self-care.
That's self-care.
That is. It is self-care. You take care of yourself while you are...
Because it's the joy that you feel
yes,
knowing that you've made a difference in somebody else's life.
Yes.
A positive difference.
Yes.
So, who can you encourage right now?
Exactly.
Who? Think of a friend, a relative, a neighbor,
whatever pops in your head right now. Because I know somebody pops in your head.
There's somebody's name.
Send them a message.
So do it. As soon as we sign off from this live,
yes,
hop over on Messenger or Facebook or text or whatever.
Yes.
And send them some words of encouragement.
Or pick up
the phone and call them.
Yes.
You know?
You never know.
You just never know. So be an ambassador for Christ while being an encourager to others and be the best you. I love it.
I love it. I like how it all comes together.
It does.
You know, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and you're taking something away from it. So if you watch this, you know, hashtags that you watched it on replay, let us know who you reached out or how we touched it. And Lisa, I will read all this here in a minute. I can't see it all.
Marian took her glasses
off.
I took.
It was being rain. So and thanks for sharing it with somebody else because maybe this message somebody else needs to see on your feed.
Absolutely. Okay? I think we all need the reminder.
Yes. So and our verse always is love yourself. Love yourself as you love your neighbor.
Yep.
In Matthew 22:39.
So we love you guys.
We love you.
Have a fantastic Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Love on those family and friends that join you.
Yes.
And don't forget, as soon as we sign off, that name that popped in your head, send them some words of encouragement.
Exactly. Send them a
and
message.
be the best you.
All right.
We love you guys.
Love you. Bye. Bye.